hold up, hold up. No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I have to be with you.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kendra. I post 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you should join the fam, hit the subscribe button. You can just soak it all in. We can all be a family, and I love you. That is what we call a ramble, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I do have social medias, which I'll put right here on the screen for you if you want to check them out. I have an Instagram, a Twitter, a Snapchat, all public. Follow me on there if you want to see what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. But anyways, today's video is all about my go-to favorite everyday use brushes. About a month ago when I went to Houston, I filmed what makeup I travel with, which I usually film when I go on little vacations. And I know somebody mentioned in the comments like, you should let us know what your favorite brushes are that you bring with you. And that gave me the idea to film this video. So thank you to that lovely subscriber. And Katza wanted to join. All right, without further ado, let's just get right on into it. I'm going to start with my face brushes and then move to my eyeshadow brushes. I'm going to talk about them in the order I use them, just to kind of make things have a flow to this video. So first I want to start off with this Real Techniques brush. This is the setting brush, I believe it's called. This is what I use to set my under eyes. I make sure to blend out any creases with my beauty blender, which is my favorite tool for beauty ever. And then I go in with this, set the powder down to set the under eyes. This is what I use. And I will also use it when I set my nose. My nose does not get oily because I'm really dry, but my nose gets shiny. I don't know how that works, but it does work that way. And unfortunately, I have to keep the shine on the DL. So I have to set my nose with my powder. And I love this brush because I can really get in to the creases and everything. This is one of my favorite brushes ever. This is the Kat Von D number 20 brush. This is such an amazing brush because it's not too dense or too firm to lightly pack on powder all over your face. If you're somebody like me who doesn't like to pack on a ton of powder because you have dry skin or because it just doesn't sit well on your skin, this is an awesome brush. You just dip a little bit into the powder and you just gently pack wherever you need to. It's not gonna put on a lot of powder, so if you're looking for a brush that's gonna densely pack powder onto your face, this is not it. But if you're looking for a brush that's going to sweep a good amount of powder on your face just to kind of lightly set your makeup, this is it. It is so soft and so dreamy. And Kat Von D is coming out with a full line of brushes and I honestly cannot wait. I love Kat Von D's makeup brand. I think she's amazing and I think her makeup's amazing because it's vegan and cruelty free. But anyways, check this brush out if you're looking for something like that. My next brush is this brand new ColourPop brush. This is the large powder face brush, I believe. It's the largest powder brush that they came out with. It's about $11, I think. Of course, I didn't have time to clean my brushes before this video, so don't hate me because they're dirty. I am so shocked. I fell in love with this for bronzer. This is such a firm, dense brush, and it just has a slight curve to it. So it's awesome for getting that bronzer. But if you're the person that likes a lot of powder and really has to pack it on their face, you could definitely use this for packing powder on your face. It's dense, it's firm, it's gonna get a lot of powder on, it's gonna set your face really well. Personally, obviously, like I said before, I don't do that. That's why I love this for bronzer. What I used to use for bronzer is this brush from Target. It honestly has no name, and I don't know how to find the name because they don't have them online or anything like that. You can find it at Target. They still sell it. It's just a powder face brush. It's pretty tapered, pretty fluffy. I used to love this for bronzer, but I've gone to this one and I can't stop using this. It picks up a lot more product than this does. So I do have to be a little bit more light-handed and tap it off after I pick up bronzer onto this. But I just love the way it just blends everything so much easier than this. Like, I love this brush, but it doesn't blend as well as this does. And that's why I've moved on to this one. Still a good brush. This is just much better. I definitely don't contour my cheekbones every single day, but when I do, I use this Luxie 512 small contouring brush. I love this. It's just a small little circle. It's perfect just to get into the hollows of your cheekbones right there and to get like your hairline and your jawline, especially that double chin action. I love this brush. I love Luxie. If I could spend a ton of money on brushes, I would go right onto the Luxie website and just spend a ton of money on brushes. I love Luxie brushes. They're vegan and cruelty free and they're cute. They've got like the pink with the rose gold, and they also have like they do collabs with like movies, or you know, it's cool. Like they had a Wonder Woman collab, which is pretty cool. But anyways, this is it blends out the product so well. It's such a great brush just to get right into the places you need it to, and it's not gonna apply too much product because it's not super dense. It's pretty fluffy. And I love this. I use 2 brushes for nose contour. It really just depends on the day, and sometimes I use both. But I use this crown brush, which I received, I believe, in an Ipsy bag. And I use this, I just dip it into my bronzer, contour product, and I just go down my nose like this. But it is a really dense brush, so it does pack on a lot of product. This Luxie 237 blending brush, it's like a really tiny blending brush. This is amazing for like going down your nose and applying a little product, but it blends it very, 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 very well. I love this brush. It's originally an eyeshadow brush, but hey, we can use brushes for however we want to. I love this brush and I highly suggest it for nose contour. Listen, this is called the AAallll Shadow / Crease Duet, because it has another side to it. Never use this. Use this one all the time. I wouldn't say this is the most amazing nose contouring brush. It just works for me. I know that there's so many out there that are 10 times better than this. This, however, I'm saying this is amazing. And this is gonna blend your product out really well. Okay, for blush, I have 2 brushes. One that I use more, one that I kind of use every now and then. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. This is like everyone's go-to blush brush, especially if you're a drugstore girl. This is such a great brush for the price, and I believe they can come in a set. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is what I generally use for brush. It's really good at not packing on too much product because it's so fluffy and not super dense, and you can easily do like the XO technique, like XO if you want, or you can just like pack a little bit on and then blend it in a circular motion. I really like this brush. I don't think it's like the end-all best blush brush ever, but I do think if you are looking to try out blush brush and you don't want to spend a ton of money, this is a great option. I also wanted to mention this Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush. I know it's a foundation brush, and I don't really know who uses this for foundation because it's like, everybody's got their thing. I just would never use this for foundation, but I like to take a little bit on like the side here and tap it on and then blend it. This is a pretty good brush for that. You could also use this brush for sweeping away a baked powder if you bake your under eyes. Okay, for highlight, I have 2 brushes that I go to all the time. I received both of these in Ipsy. Thank you, Ipsy. The first one is the, good grief, I have, what word is this? Schmiss Glam. Schmiss Glam. No, Slimmest Glam. But it's the small contour brush, W07. Let me zoom you guys in on the brand name. Maybe you know. You see what I'm saying? I can't even tell what that says. Like, what the heck? I'm gonna try really hard to find this and link this down below if you want it. But it's really awesome. It's super dense, so it picks up a lot of product. And it's pretty easy to blend it out as well. It's just a little bit bigger. And then I also have this Gashis, which also is from Ipsy, and I will link it down below if I can find it. And this is the illuminator brush. So this was made for highlight, and this brush is so precise and small. It's so awesome to just pack highlight on exactly where you want it. It's really easy to get it in between here as well and get it down your nose into a thin line and on the tip. I love both of these. These are both totally awesome and worth your money. If you're looking for new highlighter brushes, I suggest these. Now moving on to eyeshadow brushes. I have another brush from that Gashis brand. I have no idea what language that is. It looks like French, and I'm sorry, I know nothing about French. But this is the tapered blending brush. This is my all-time favorite big fluffy brush for just blending out a transition shade and blowing it out onto the crease and you know, above the crease and all that jazz. I love this brush so much. I use it in like all of my tutorials. I use it on a day-to-day basis. Favorite. Got it in the Ipsy bag. Thank you, Ipsy. My next favorite blending brush is the ColourPop. I hate that they don't put the names on this. Let me find out the name really fast. Okay, this is the tapered blending brush. This does such a great job of, you can even like use it more precise to put something in the crease, or you can use this to blow it out with a transition shade or whatever, this is an awesome brush and it does a really good job, and it's like $6, so that's a steal. These next two brushes are both from Luxie. This is the 229 tapered blending and this is the 205 tapered blending. This bigger one, the 205, this is a really great job of, similar to the last two brushes, really blowing out a color and really blending it through the transition. And then this tapered blending does a really awesome job. It's smaller, so you can pick up a darker shade, blend it through the crease. That's what I use this for, and I love it. This next brush is also a Real Techniques brush, and this is the base shadow brush. Now, I do not know what a base shadow brush means, but what I use this for, what's my favorite, is to, when I'm building up color into my crease, maybe a darker shade, to pick up that darker shade with this and just get it into the crease. It's pretty precise and tapered, so it does a really good job of just getting things right where you want them, but it also is such a great brush for blending that out. So I pick up the product, go in, and then blend it out, and it just works really great. You've seen me use this if you've watched some of my tutorials. Another brush from that KendraCus brand from Ipsy. This is an eyeshadow brush. That's all it really says. But it's definitely really great for packing on eyeshadow all over the lid. I love to pick this up, spritz the eyeshadow with a setting spray or something, and pack it all over the lid. It's very soft and very easily packable. Not the smallest brush, but it really gets into where you need it to go, and it's what I use. And then also this large packing brush by ColourPop. This is really awesome for packing an eyeshadow, especially a shimmer shadow, all over the lid. I love using this. It's new to me, but it works really well. When I am finished doing my eyeshadow, I always highlight my brow bone with a matte white shade or matte bone color shade before I go in with a shimmer shade. This is the only brush I can use. This is from Royal and Lane Nickel, and this is the BX-80 brush. I think I received this in a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy way back when, but I just pick it up with this brush and go in right there with that, and then I blend it through. This is the most amazing brush. I could not live without this brush, which is so funny because it serves such a small purpose, but highlighting my brow bone with a matte light color shade is just something I have to do. For shimmer highlight for my inner corner and my brow bone, I always use this Real Techniques brush. This is the accent brush. It's just a really small brush. And it gets the job done. It packs on a lot of product here, and there's really nothing to say except for it's drugstore, so it's a good price. Last but not least, I have this Royal and Lane Nickel BX-95 brush. This is just a pencil brush, but I really like using this for putting a shadow down my lower lash line. Really is good at packing on the product, but also blending it out while you're just like sitting there doing that, you know? And it's kind of underrated. I mean, it's just a pencil brush, so it's like nothing crazy special, but I use this on a day-to-day basis, so that's why I wanted to mention it. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if we have any favorite similar brushes, let me know in the comments down below. And if there's any brushes that you think that I would love based off of what I just said, let me know down below too, because you can never, ever have too many makeup brushes, especially when you have to clean them all the time. The more brushes you have, the less you use certain brushes. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't have to clean them as much. Alright guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It means the world to me that you guys watch my videos. Hope you guys have a great morning, noon, evening, day, night, whenever it is that you are watching this video right now. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!
No.